I don't know, man. But this line right here means something, and you know, what I mean, I'm just not gonna say it outright, but let me play it again.
OVO.
Right here. Hold on.
Look, you know how the pagan chit-chat goes. I like R's and V's and O's. I don't really play no tic-tac-toe. Been with chubs through highs and lows. We seen man last night, they froze. Wasn't no cameras, wasn't no pose. Just like that one time at Cella. A good thing, man, we're pulling out phones.
Right there.
A good thing, man, we're pulling. Just like that one time at Cella. A good thing, man, we're pulling out phones. Stay.
Just like that one time at Cella. Except mans wasn't pulling no phones.
And big 6'6" with woes. Man start dissing and doing repos. They do anything except rolls. Still can't see them after it snows. I don't have time for the waste man jokes. Personal thing if I'm getting up close. Loyal to Oaks, I've taken an oath.
Right here, I think he started talking about Kanye right here.
Versace hotel and I'm taking the robes. Seeing him in person, I'm seeing a ghost. They told me relax as they're taking control. Take all that shit up with P and his bro. I wish you the best, let me know how it goes. Wanna be free and I wanna let go. We came around and you showed.
He's telling us, but he's not telling us. Take it up with P. I'm imagining P means Prince. Listen again.
Take all that shit up with P and his bro. I wish you were taking the robes. Seeing him in person, I'm seeing a ghost. They told me relax.
There we go. He just spelled it out. See him in person, I'm seeing a ghost. This match is kind of still hurt.
I'm seeing a ghost. They told me relax as they're taking control. Take all that shit up with P and his bro. I wish you the best, let me know how it goes. Wanna be free and I wanna let go. We came around and you showed us the most. I know so much shit that I cannot expose. I keep it inside and I laugh on my own. Got all the tea and I'm hotting it up. I need a shade mansion, no room's not enough. You're dropping some shit, but that shit was a bust. They got no direction, they're following us. I come from a city that they never touch. Your man is a goofy and he could get brushed. I can't name a rapper or a girl that I trust. I dream about turning these youths into dust.
Hey, some people say P might be P Rain. I'm gonna say Prince because I'm connecting. I'm gonna say Prince and J Prince. You know why? I'm connecting all of that to what I've heard. Again, it might be P Rain, but I'm saying that's for Ye because what I've heard and those lines kind of match. And this is what I like, which was a correction for me. Like, and this is what I was saying before. I thought it was Drake just fucking shook. Like, yo, I don't want to answer the Pusha T. He exposed me, bailed me out. You feel me? And he's calling J Prince from what I heard. Because things was quickly escalating. And again, let me play it again.
I need a shade man. Control. Take all that shit up with P and his bro. I was taking an oath. Versace hotel and I'm taking the robes. Seeing him in person, I'm seeing a ghost. They told me relax as they're taking control. Take all that.
Because shit was quickly escalating beyond music. I hear Kanye called J Prince. Wasn't Drake. And I think that is because that makes Drake look bad. Like, yo Drake, bro, yo, a nigga bitch you so much. Like, you fucking like call J Prince, yo, come get me, save. That's what I think a lot of people are thinking. From what I'm hearing, that's not the case. J Prince was asked to step in on behalf of Kanye because Kanye initiated that call. Okay? If you listen to the lyrics what Drake is saying, listen to what Drake is saying. Y'all want to get personal? Well, I'm going to get up in your face. I could play it again. I think it's before here. Again, these motherfuckers live in the same community. I could go back to another place where he say, I got you niggas moving. I'm just saying. It's 8 out of 10. It's fucking coded so much that when I hear the story, it makes complete sense. I just, like, you know what I mean? And you might be like why I don't tell certain stuff that's just not on the record because again, I don't want to be the only source if no one else will say it. And a lot of these people say, yo, this will all come to light sooner or later. I just don't want to be the first person to say, oh, this happened. You feel me? Just listen, read between the lines, and what do y'all think? What do y'all think Drake is saying? And I'm giving y'all some more information, and I'm going to help y'all decipher some shit.
That shit up with P and his bro. I wish you the best, let me know how it goes. Wanna be free and I wanna let go. We came around and you showed us the most. I know so much.
And P could be P Rain. I'm not saying something.
Shit that I cannot expose. I keep it inside and I laugh on my own. Got all the tea and I'm hotting it up.
Okay, right there. That's why I connected to Kanye, and that's why I said J Prince, but it could not be J Prince. But that's clearly about Kanye to me. Because, again, back in context, Drake records this particular track that is about to take this beef beyond rap. He also told me when I, as a journalist and a fan, was saying, yo, Drake, yo, you let us down. Like, how the fuck you didn't respond? And you know what he said? He said this shit was taking me to a dark place. It was going to go beyond music. That's what he said. Again, I ain't saying there's going to be somebody here like, he's lying. Listen, man, I'm just repeating. I'm just an instrument. I'm just repeating what was kind of either told to me or I've heard. And again, it's definitely not all by Drake. Clearly, like, I mean, he's said like two things to me, but from other people around the situation, and these aren't like people who know the people. These are people that would know.
Side and I laugh on my own. Got all the tea and I'm hot.
Oh yeah. So I think he's teasing Kanye with this, whatever that thing is, right? That will supposedly ruin Kanye. I've heard the reference to say if this came out, Kanye would jump off of a building. That's what I heard. I don't know what it is. My natural inclination is say Drake fucked his wife. Facts. That's what my natural inclination is. Because you know how Drake said he only loves his better than his mama. I don't think Jay give a fuck about nothing but Kim. Again, I didn't get no confirmation that is that, because I ain't gonna lie, that would be some hot shit. That should be fire, bro. You know, fuck your bitch, nigga. Fuck your bitch, you MAGA hat wearing motherfucker. Nah, but whatever it is, I don't know what it is, bro. Like, I really don't know. Like, it's like, apparently it will come out. And if I did know, I wouldn't tell you anyway. But it's something very, yeah, whatever it is. But that's what I believe Drake is hinting to. I'm sorry I'm pausing it. I have to like walk y'all through it a little bit because the story I'm saying won't make sense if you don't hear Drake also say it. Because y'all call me a liar or something.
We came around and you showed us the most. I know so much shit that I cannot expose. I keep it inside and I laugh on my own. Got all the tea and I'm hotting it up. I need a shade mansion, the room's not enough. You're dropping some shit, but that shit was a bust. They got no direction and following us.
I'm saying that whole thing is for Kanye. You know why? Let me tell you why I think it's for Kanye. Let's go back. He says, I got some shit that I just keep it to myself and I laugh to myself. I got all the tea and I'm hotting it up. Basically, nigga, I got the dirt on you, doggy. Like, I don't know why niggas say tea. When Cameron said, I got the dirt on you, dog, that was way more cooler. But he's basically saying, nigga, I got the dirt on you. And, like, I'm laughing about it because, like, I could really just end you at any time. That's how I'm interpreting it, right? Then he goes on to basically saying what I also heard. Kanye and them was cooking up a bunch of whack shit.
I need a shade mansion, the room's not enough.
Right.
I keep it inside and I laugh on my own. Got all the tea and I'm hotting it up. I need a shade mansion, the room's not enough. You're dropping some shit, but that shit was a bust. They got no direction and following us.
Y'all dropping some shit, but that shit was a bust. Y'all got no direction. Y'all following us. And that goes into the theory of Kanye consistently wanted to soak up Drake's sauce. I hear that relationship used to be two-way at one point until it completely, just like most of Drake's industry relationships, became very just like most of Drake's industry relationships became very one-sided, where it wouldn't be like if you remember back in the day, Drake got the song "Find Your Love." Was it "Find Your Love"? I think that was from Kanye or something like that. Or I don't know how it really got fully made, but Kanye helped him out, gave him some shit. That's a friendship. You give me some shit, I give you some shit. But as time goes by and now Kanye is just fucking stuck in fashion week, it's one-sided. And if you guys ever had a one-sided friendship, you feel like you're being used. And sometimes it's like, you know your nigga hits you up, but you know he always gonna ask you for something. Sometimes you try to double him. I'm busy. I'm just saying. All right.
From a city that they never touch. Your man is a goofy and he could get brushed. I can't name a rapper or a girl that I trust. I dream about turning these youths into dust.
I think that line is for Pusha T. Your man's a goofy. Which, Sorry, Drake. You gotta give Pusha a little bit more than that, bro. You gotta give him a little bit more than he's just a goofy, bro.
They never touch. A man is a goofy and he could get brushed. I can't name a rapper, a girl that I trust. I dream about turning these youths into dust. Yeah. Yeah. Big Scorpion. Out now. Yeah. Look, you know how to pagan chit chat.
Hey, real quick, and I'm gonna throw this in there again. This is just theory. Theory shit. Definitely, I have zero confirmation on this. This is just thinking. Even though I hate the song, I'm upset. It's fucking trash. But you hear Drake start talking about people have money on his head. You hear in, I think is it 8 out of 10, or is it what's the other joint? Or it might be the, he has one where he's talking about like, white vans outside and all that. Remember I told you how some of the stuff was going off of music? I'm not saying, definitely I'm not implying or trying to imply that Ye fucking put a hit on the nigga. But I hear there was some shit going on, in, which is so funny, like Calabasas. Calabasas was the streets. I don't know. It sounds funny, but I don't know. It's millionaires. Millionaires play a different fucking game. I don't know.
Cat goes, I like R's and V's and O's. I don't really play no tic-tac-toe. Been with rocks through highs and lows. We seen man last night, they froze. Wasn't no cameras, wasn't no pose. Just like that one time at Nobu. Good thing man we're pulling out phones. Think you know me, that's not true.
If y'all notice, and somebody, my man Tyshawn today, he was like, no, that's the hook. He repeated that. Nah, he didn't really repeat it. And Drake don't really say shit for no reason. The first time he says, just like that one time at Chella. It's Coachella. Now he's talking about one time at Nobu. Two different situations, two different people. The first one, I wish I could say, but their beef is done. Like, they're cool, actually. Yeah. You Jerzey pull up on you with the OVO goons, bruh. You gotta keep the same energy. Okay.
Pose just like that one time at Nobu. Good thing man we're pulling out phones. Think you know me, that's not true. We got ties in West End too. She came over and she got slew. Throwing up 6 like man had flu. I got way too big off views. Back to the basics, I won't lose. They wanna link when they got no tunes. They too worried about selling out shoes.
And definitely not Meek. You think Meek would get like of course all love to OVO. Yeah, you think Meek, definitely not Meek. Come on, like don't even say Meek's thing. Like come on, man. Like first of all, it looked like Meek was ready for some street shit as soon as this thing. It don't even look like he wanted to rap too much. You know what I mean? And you could tell with Quentin Miller, Safari, Meek don't look like a nigga who only rap. He look like he'd rather just catch you in the streets. He's a different type of nigga. But so it's not Meek. I just want to clear that out.
I don't give a fuck about jeans or crap or going to Milan or going to the Met. I just want to make these songs for the set. I just want to load that and let that wet. I got so much things in the stash. Fold up anyone done that clash. Got no sense like Jerzey on a big and bad like.
Run that back, man. I like this part right here. By the way, if you ever seen that, it was a 2013, right before that fucking Yeezus or after Yeezus, when Kanye had his like sane moment and he did his follow-up interview with the Breakfast Club, and he was basically saying, yeah, Yeezus, I understand people didn't like it. And I think he was also talking about Drake, and he said, yo, I felt Drake was talking about me one time when he was on stage, and he said, niggas too caught up in fashion, they missing in action. You get me? So that's always been like a little jab Drake is always taking at like Ye to say, nigga, the fuck is you doing? Like you caught up on this other shit. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about a sweatpants or shoes, nigga. I'm here for the bars and the songs. And to Ye's credit, Ye did compliment Drake on it because he said, yo, Drake is in his pocket and for him, it's his moment right now. He's only focused on that. And he admitted that he was focused on other things too. So I'm sorry I'm cutting off a lot of times, but you know what I mean? I'm trying to get y'all to see how I'm seeing it.
I got way too big off views. Back to the basics, I won't lose. They wanna link when they got no tunes. They too worried about selling out shoes. I don't give a fuck about jeans or crap or going to Milan.
They wanna link when they got no tunes, man. That's what I heard. I heard everything out of the good music sweatshop was trash. Oh, Drake is talking. Hey, hold on. Let's see what Drake's saying. Let's see what this man is saying. Right on some stuff with March 14th.
Give a fuck about jeans or crap or going to Milan or going to the Met. I just want to make these songs for the set. I just want to load that and let that wet. I
I know I'm trying to make a poor joke here, but why does Drake always got his gun finger up now? Like, is Drake really a shooter out here, bro? Drake always got his gun finger up now, man. Like, right? Remember when Drake was the guy with the hand like this, like no, it was like this. No, it was the left hand shit. Jersey, more than just an option. Yeah, that's what. Nah, this nigga's on some shit like, yo, Drake a shooter, man. Nigga been hanging around 600 breezy too much.
I just wanna load that and let that wet. I got so much things in the stash. Fold up anyone done that clash. Got no sense like Jerzey. Big and bad like leading. Can't do love cause they get too attached. Phone get broke and whip get scratched. I'ma just take my knots and cash. They can never tie me down, that's facts. All that bark, but we know he's a cat. I don't really like going tit for tat. I'ma just come like tat tat tat. I'ma just end that there, that's that. Yeah, Link Up TV. Drizzy Drake. Madas.
Jeez. And stop spreading wrong information. He was not on Fortnite, like on his son's birthday. His son was born like November. He was on Fortnite, I believe, the day after or the day of when he found out that the son was his. So he got back DNA papers to say Drake, and Drake have taken like 3 dozen paternity tests. Like, Drake piping these bitches out, bro. You feel me? And anytime these hoes feel like a fucking stomach cramp, these hoes is saying they're pregnant. Like, yo, it's fucking Drake. So, yeah, they go to a court and they have a fucking ultrasound and whatever. Like, yeah, a court will subpoena Drake to fucking send a strand of hair or some shit. You feel me? That they could figure out if it's kid. So, yeah, that nigga didn't think it was his kid. Nigga found out March 14th. Probably opened the letter like, what the fuck? Aubrey Graham, you're the father. Probably a fucked up day. He was playing Fortnite, though. Maybe that's why he was hiding in the bush. I don't know. Anyway. Okay, so that's the freestyle, man. Tell me if Drake actually starts talking back again or says any other shit. I'll switch it back over there. But this is what I was saying. Where am I at in this story? Yeah, so you can imagine now Drake is fucking shocked that Kanye, a nigga who they've talked about doing joint album, of course they had a little disagreement sometimes, like over like Kanye saying certain stuff, whatever. But like this nigga Kanye basically fucking let the cat out the bag and then allowed Pusha T to frame it in a way like he's a fucking deadbeat. You get me? I think, you know what I mean? If you consider a nigga as a friend, and that's what I'm saying, I'm blaming Drake for being like too trusting, naive, and a little bit gullible. Like, bruh, did you think that Kanye West was gonna monitor how Pusha T used the information? Like, yo, don't paint him as a deadbeat. Don't. Like, you could mention he has a son, but don't. Nah, bruh, it's a fucking rap battle. You feel me? So yeah, that nigga Pusha T acted like Drake is the worst father alive. Yeah, so of course Drake at that point super mad. Other shit start happening, and that's when I hear songs like "Emotionless." That's born. I believe March 14th. The version that was heard by Kanye is not the version that we hear. It was changed. And what else? Mob Ties was... This is all in June, by the way, too, right? So, fucking... Drake is probably trying to avoid his Instagram comment section because they're going in on that nigga. You're hiding the child, nigga. And he's trying to, like, fucking fix his album at this point because he got to address all the fucking snakes. So, I believe 8 out of 10, Mob Ties... No, 8 out of 10, Emotionless. Maybe Mob Ties. Those were really born afterwards. And I believe even maybe the intro, they were born like after the whole Pusha T thing. And, you know what I mean? Other stuff that was changed, I haven't heard too much about like how much he went into like change shit. But those records were changed. So that's what it is. But you know what I mean? Of course, like I think the record Emotionless, when he told me that everything will be explained, he explained it there, except the nigga talking codes. You don't understand shit. Like, the fuck? That nigga told me, I thought he was going to give me a booklet. I could just read it. Like, you know what I mean? That's what I told him. Like, nigga, do an interview. Like, the fuck are we figuring out your lines and these weird things you're saying, nigga? But essentially, nobody's fucking with Ye at this point. From what I hear, Ye is just like done in the eyes of many. I hear Jay don't fuck with him. Of course, one of his last lifelines, according to the people who told me, Drake don't fuck with him. I hear, and again, these are from people who have been around him. A lot of people saying musically, all that credit we're giving him for all these albums, they're saying Ye ain't doing nothing. And they're saying musically he's washed up. Again, that's what I heard. I don't know. I'm still an outsider. I get to hear the finished product. I'm not in studio with these motherfuckers. I'm like, oh, this nigga's washed. I hear the finished product, and if it says Kanye's name on it, I don't care if another nigga did all the work. It's Kanye, nigga. Fuck it. You know what I mean? That's how we rock. But from what I'm hearing, he has ran the well dry of musical creativity, and not because he's not talented, but because his heart just ain't there. However, niggas like Drake, who constantly are upholding that fucking bar and surpassing even marks that he made, you know what I mean? It might be a little, like, I heard the word jealousy. It's hard for me, again, I don't know Ye. It's hard for me to think as Kanye is a jealous person. He doesn't strike me as being jealous at all. But if I'm believing all these things that Kanye may have done, and also you got to remember, Drake did mention about the Virgil thing. I don't know. I don't really get into fashion. Maybe Kanye is a jealous guy. Again, I'm just going off what I heard. I'm not saying whether I believe it, but I take it into account when I view people's actions and I try to figure out however I think about it. I think you guys should too. So everything I told you, just kind of take it into account. Okay? Got you. Is this nigga Drake talking or they're just playing music? Hey, I fuck with the new Kanye album. I fuck with it. I fuck with the song that Drake did. I fuck with the album in general. I fuck with the album because it's honest to where Kanye is at. And he's at a particular place in his life that some may say he's lost, some may say he's tripping, some may say he is just in a sunken place, or some may just say he is in a place of a self-reflection and just kind of reflecting on all the shit he's been through that he's probably ignored, and maybe he's got him to that point. Regardless, I don't mind the music as much as other people do. Like I fuck with this album, so it is what it is. Kanye West's actions were snakish, and by the way, Drake confirmed to me this morning. You know what I mean? I think he's fresh off his vacation. Yeah, he told me because he said he's fresh off coming from Turks and Caicos, but yeah, he said, yeah, I played music for Kanye. I played the song that had the information for Kanye in Wyoming, and after that, all that bullshit happened. Is that some snake shit? Should he have not expected no type of loyalty, or should he have not fucking played his music to people who are just industry friends? Or I don't know, man. I want y'all to call it. I'm gonna get on Skype right about now. Did Kanye tweet? Somebody said, where's Ye's side of the story? Bruh, I'm about to go to Wyoming to get Ye's side of the story, bruh. Or I'm about to DM Kim, bruh. Actually, I'm not about to DM Kim, man. I think Kanye would probably tweak on me, right? I ain't gonna do that. But I do want to hear Kanye's side of the story. Honestly, this is what I believe. If you want to ask me what I think Kanye's side is. From a lot of the people who I'm hearing stuff from, it sounds like Kanye is a very evil, manipulative guy. I've heard thief. I've heard he is evil. He's conniving. He is jealous. I've heard the worst things about him, and maybe it's just because I love Kanye as an artist, despite whatever he does. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like humans are never as bad as other people say they are. Now, I'm not saying all that stuff can't be partly true, but I do think Kanye has his own side. You know what I think Kanye's side is? Yo, check it, man. Yeah, I fuck with Drake, but y'all know Pusha my man. Pusha been here. Pusha is the president of good music. Listen, I'm not overseeing every line, and Drake, you know what it is. Pusha has dissed you already. You guys have dissed each other back and forth for years. I've stayed out of it. You've been cool with me while I stayed out of it. Now, when Pusha drops his project, I don't care if it was executive produced by me or it's on one of the 7 or 7 track rollouts that's coming out under my supervision. Yeah, if he dissed you, don't blame me. Even though I produced the beat, and even though I would have to give the go ahead for the song, but that's you and Pusha. Like, I've stayed out of it all this time, right? So right there absolves Kanye from the first transgression that I believe Drake sees. Because Drake's very offended that, you mean I worked 3 fucking weeks with you motherfuckers trying to give y'all hits, and it's the minute I leave, y'all drop a fucking album where y'all are basically dissing me or making a joke of what I actually did. I didn't bring a ghostwriter there, nigga. I came my fucking self, and that's why I mentioned in Duppy Freestyle, I put pen to paper, nigga. Nigga, I literally wrote it and told you to sing it. The fuck? So maybe that is so. If we're going with Kanye West's side, because we want to be fair, and we haven't heard his side, maybe he's like, yeah, Drake shouldn't get mad at me for that, even though Drake did. Okay, fine. But then Duppy Freestyle comes out, and Pusha is faced with a response. He has to respond. Again, I'm trying to think of what Kanye's side could be, because we haven't gotten it. Imagine if I'm a Kanye and I say, yo, check it. My man's is in a beef with you. He don't know too much about you. You might know a little bit more than him, more about him. Clearly, you mentioned his fiance. You doing your research, blah, blah. Pusha doing his research now. And Pusha probably talking to me now on some like, yo, let's plot to get him. But, you know what I mean, just kind of chopping it up. And I mentioned, yo, Drake got a kid. Just like, I don't know if Pusha probably already knew, but like, yo, Drake mom and dad, they never really got married, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I'm trying to think of Kanye West's side. I'm sorry. I just want to play devil's advocate. Yeah, he might have threw that in the atmosphere, and Pusha might have been like, oh, word, he got a kid? Wait, nobody knows he got a kid. Like, he got really a kid? Kanye might be like, yo, I heard the record. He's going to admit he has a kid. Okay. From that, Pusha takes that information and say, nigga, I'm beating you to the punch. Your album ain't coming out yet. I'm going to label you as a fucking deadbeat, claim you're hiding a child, and basically just go in on you for all these other things that you try to shame me for. Did Ye instruct him? Right? Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm hearing a lot of, yo, Ye is using Pusha as a pawn, he's instructing him, I don't know what. But I'm trying to think, say Ye is not this evil guy. Somebody said Adonis tweeted, get the fuck out of here. If Drake is not, if Ye's not this horrible guy, maybe he's just kind of mentioned it, and whatever Pusha T did with it, Pusha T did with it. So, are we to blame Ye for Pusha T using the information, which is, yo, Drake got a kid, and basically just fabricating certain stuff? We're not even fabricating, but stretching it. Or painting it a certain way. You're a deadbeat. You're playing Border Patrol. Of course, we're going to exploit the fact that you talk about my fiance, where your baby mother is a fucking porn star. Things that clearly Drake felt sensitive enough to write a whole track about. If he's now exposed about it on a different light, we should already, and again, I might be just making up a bunch of excuses. If I feel like I'm talking a bunch of shit to say, shut up. It's cool. We saw how personal this got with Drake instantly, because when the track dropped and the artwork dropped, Drake responded with a fucking iPhone note. Hey, this blackface is not what y'all think. I'm like, what the fuck? I never seen Drake explain himself at all. Caught him off guard. Got him into explaining. How the hell was he going to explain the child now? Any explanation of the child? And someone said, well, why wouldn't he, if Kanye snitched on him, why wouldn't he just say it initially? Bruh, nobody give a fuck about Kanye snitching on you. The narrative is painted. You're a deadbeat dad hiding a child. Even if that's not true, the narrative is already painted. You're fucked. You're fucked. We think you're a deadbeat. You're hiding a child. Pusha T exposed a child. And you're only going to use a child for a press run. What diss song could you drop to fucking change that narrative or like counter it? The only shit you could do is, what do I got on y'all? Oh, I know this about you? And you don't know too much about Pusha T. Because he been saying the one thing about Pusha T for like some random person was like, yo, I want to tell y'all how much intense this shit. It was like, yo, they found Pusha T's old, like a nigga Pusha T grew up with that really did years, that sold whatever, that will attest to the fact that Pusha T ain't touch a fucking pirate spot, whatever, all of that shit. Right, you've been exposing or rapping about, yo, Pusha, you don't sell drugs. You're rapping about the same fucking kilo since '86. Niggas don't care, so that doesn't do anything. But how do you fucking combat the nigga calling you a deadbeat dad and expose you for having a child? You can't do that on the fucking record. You gonna sound, it won't be a diss record. It's like an excuse record, and that to me, that's why I believe this particular album was a little bit ruined for me. It felt like the explanation project in some sorts. And that's why I would have rather, just drop one diss song, man, get at that nigga, bro, and don't explain shit else. Anyway. Let me see. What the fuck has Drake been talking about?